Alright, in this lesson we're going to learn how to sharpen drills several ways. And first thing we want to do is make sure our grinder is safe. The tool rest should be 1/16 to 1/8 away from the wheel. And we usually want to spin our wheel to make sure we don't have any chips taken out of it. And we want the spark guard at the top to be 1/16 away. It's got to be very close, so if anything happens to the wheel, it will be contained inside of this shield. Okay, so let's see what we can do with it. And let me dress the wheel just slightly. Alright, and the reason we dress it is we want a nice flat surface on there. Okay, so I'm going to take this drill, and I just dulled it on purpose. So, 3 steps to grinding a drill. See that cutting edge right there, that cutting lip? Let me show you on a bigger drill. On a bigger drill you can see it. This cutting lip right here, this does all the cutting. It needs to be horizontal, like this. Not like that, not like that. It needs to be horizontal at all times, okay? Very important. So we'll take this. So see the cutting lip? It's got to be horizontal. The drill itself must be horizontal. Also, we don't want to be straight, we want to be 31 degrees out, and if you need to take a protractor and put a mark on your grinder at 31 degrees, that's great. The reason we do that, this particular drill is a 118 degree angled drill, which is standard angle, and it's 118, half of it is 59, 59, and 59 from 90 would be 31, so that's where we get the 31 degrees. And you notice my left hand is going to be cupped on here, just like this. I want that left hand just sitting here. It doesn't do anything. It's going to hold the drill. Okay, so I'm going to take my drill, get the lip level, get the drill horizontal, go into the wheel and go up, into the wheel and go up, rotate it, go into the wheel and up, into the wheel and up. And that's basically how we do it. But we do need to cool it off and lightly touch it up again so you can see what I did. There, you can see it there. You can see the nice cutting edges. Now this one has had web thinning to it. I did grind it because the web, the center of the drill is called the web, and it was way too thick. So you can do alteration called web thinning on the drill. You read in the book. So this one has been thinned just slightly. So if I look at this drill, I can see that my cutting edge back is about 8 degrees, 7 degrees, something like that from my cutting edge. My cutting edge is here. I always want to go downhill. If I go uphill from here, it's bad. So I want to go downhill just slightly. You can see that. I want to go downhill just slightly from there. Okay? Let me show you another one. We'll use this one here. And again, I want my cutting lip horizontal or level. I want my drill horizontal. And then I want it at about 31 degrees over. And so my left hand, you notice my left hand just sits there. It doesn't do much, but just kind of hold the drill. Okay, so let me go just a little bit further. This one's had some other alterations done to it, so I need to get rid of that. Okay, let me cool it down just a little bit. And now I'll hit it one last time. Just like that. And that's what we're looking for, something just like that. The dead center is nice. See how the dead center is just straight across? And see how we're sloping back from the cutting edge? Now if we get sloping back too much, it'll want to dig and grab, especially when we're exiting the hole from the other side. So sometimes we can get carried away and have too much down slope or back slope or clearance. But 6 to 8 degrees is what the books always say. So this drill here would be absolutely fine, I think. So let's double check. We want to use the drill point gauge. And if we can see our angle, whoops, let me bring it down where you can see. Looks like our angle looks pretty good. Check the angle on both sides. It looks like it's not touching at the very end, and this is not touching at the end, and I'm not that concerned about that. My goal is to make sure both angles are the same. And it looks like I'm about 32, 33 maybe in length. This one's maybe 33 or 34. 33, maybe 34. So this one may be a hair short. So what I would want to do on the short side, I would want to just barely touch that side up again. Okay, so if you have a short side, just hit that one short side, and that will make it just a hair longer. There we go. It looks very good. Can you see what I'm looking at? Looking at the angle, make sure they're the same. And I'm looking at the length. 32, 33, 34 to the tip. Length to the tip. Length to the tip. Make sure the angles are the same, and we're in good shape. Okay, let me show you one other way to grind this drill. Mr. Turner has been teaching at our school for a couple years as our adjunct professor, and he spent 40 years in the auto machining industry. And he came and he showed me a different way to grind drills. So let me show you his method. What he does, he'll take and hit the drill right like that. Hit it right like that. Then he'll hit the back. Then he'll hit the back. And that's what he will get, something just like that. And it cuts very good. That is a very good strong cut. Let me clean it and get some of the bluing off of it. Okay, so there you see how Mr. Turner would sharpen his drill bit. See, he's got the primary angle and a secondary angle. These are very good for cutting hard metal, such as something on an exhaust bolt that breaks. This will drill right through it. Okay, so that's how we do that. Now let me show you one more thing. On a standard drill, you saw how I was drilling up. Well, there's several ways, and this drill here has been totally destroyed. You can see that. So we're going to fix that. Now, sometimes I may come down. So you can either go up or you can go down. Either way. Let me cool it a little bit. We don't want to get them too hot. Some people like to go up. Some people like to go down. Some people will go a little bit down and then up. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now let's see what it looks like with the gauge. And it looks very good with the gauge there. Very good with the gauge there. 34, 34. So we just sharpened this drill very good. You want a nice smooth roll. Don't have a bunch of jagged lines. And make sure the heel back here is lower than the cutting edge. That's the biggest problem we have when people first start grinding drills. They'll grind up slightly, and then this will drag, and it won't cut anything. It'll just drag and make your hole shiny. Also, you want to make sure that dead center is nice and sharp. See how that dead center is nice and sharp? That's what we want. So, several ways to grind a drill. You can grind it going up. You can grind it going down. You can grind it going down and up. Or you can grind it like Mr. Turner. Grind the cutting edge, which is the primary angle. Put a secondary angle on it. Secondary angle on it. And there you have Mr. Turner's way of grinding drills. Okay, so what I want you to do is take something around a 1/2 inch drill, 1/4 inch drill, maybe a half 3/8, and 1/4. We want to go down in sizes. So 1/2, 3/8, and 1/4. I want you to grind those, spend a few hours grinding, practicing to grind those. When you get them just right, show them to your supervisor or bring them in and show them to me. And then we want to drill a hole with this drill. We want to measure the size of the drill right across the margins here. So this one's right at a 1/2 inch. And I want this drill here to drill a hole no more than 5 thousandths over the size of the drill. So if it's a 1/2 inch drill, I don't want a hole bigger than 505. Okay? And when you measure that, you measure the top of the hole and the bottom of the hole if you're going all the way through. Okay, so does that sound okay? If you have any questions, send me an email or shoot me a text and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you for watching.